In my yard, there's one spot where, those, they're not hornets, but they're bigger than hornets. And they were like really heavy last year. So I guess they dig these holes and they make their home. And it's in an area I'm standing on right now, this small area. The rest of my yard, right? They made this, the giant bees, hornets, whatever you want to call them. They dug this last year. They were living there, and I saw where they made their hill, their entrance, and that they were actually living in this one spot because the one spot had no grass. So I could tell there was a lot of high vibrations there because it was like empty from grass. So I knew that that was where their home was. So before the end of last year, their home, they got kicked out of it for some reason, somehow. Now, this year, in the same spot where their home was, is the only spot that I have in my yard, in my back area to meditate because the rest of the grass is ants and their homes. But I say all this to say I would not be able to meditate in my yard without disturbing a ant home, which I don't like to do. Okay, I think about the people as little as the ants. So, but I would not have a spot to meditate in my yard if it wasn't for those hornets making a home in this spot last year. The ants just won't go near it, the area. They won't interrupt it. You know what I'm saying? They leaving it be. You don't know the universe's plan. You don't know God's plan. Maybe he put the hornet's nest here because he knew that how fertile and abundant the ants were going to come up next year because the ants are absolutely ridiculous. There is not one spot on my back area that I can sit comfortably without sitting on top of more than three ant housing where they enter and exit. Just saying, you never know why God is working, why he's doing things or anything like that. I never let the hornets stop me from my meditation. They never bothered me. I didn't bother them. But this year, the ants are so abundant that I only have where the hornets left to do my meditation, to spend my time outside in peace. You don't know what God's doing behind closed doors. It could be the slightest things that may inconvenience you later that he's fixing now so that it doesn't inconvenience you later.